Okay, we're going to start the meeting of the Community Preservation Committee on Tuesday, January 21st, 2025 at 10:06. I'm going to go through and establish the quorum and make sure everybody can hear everybody, because that Al has been sort of temperamental lately. Up on Zoom, we have Joe. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Tim,
Yes.
Tom,
Here.
is that all that's up there?
Yes,
Who's the one on the right? The sunset.
that's us.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the room.
Oh, wow, we got a sunset. Neville,
I'm here.
Oh, no, that's Joe with the sunset.
Eleanor, here, John,
Here.
and I am here, so we've established a quorum. Somebody want to make a motion to approve?
So moved.
Agenda, Neville made a motion to approve the agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
Madam Chair,
Yeah,
for the record, I'm here.
oh, staff. Glenn,
Here.
Glenn is here. Check you off. Okay. We have a motion made and seconded to approve the agenda. Eleanor? Neville?
So,
John?
Yes, here.
Tom?
Aye.
Tim?
Yes.
And Joe?
Aye.
Okay. Did everybody have a chance to review the minutes?
Yes.
And Glenn, you, corrected the amount for that one, correct? It was incorrect. I had to fix the report because you left off like $52,050 off of one account. I have to go back and do which one it was. Because it didn't add up. And when I do which one that was, I had to add. it
Oh,
up.
this is just from the first round deliberations. The second round deliberations, we don't have those minutes
Okay,
yet.
all right.
Yeah, because those weren't
So these are
recorded.
fine,
So,
'cause these are
yeah,
just the blankets.
right.
Okay, somebody want to make a motion to approve the minutes?
so moved.
Second.
Who's that? Tim?
Tim on the second.
Okay. All those in favor, Eleanor? Aye.
Aye.
Neville?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Tim?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Okay, we don't have any guests on this lovely cold day. And we have 4 fund requisition requests. Neville, 3 of these are yours.
Yeah.
And 1 is Tom's. Is there any question about any of them for project
No,
manager?
motion to approve. The 3 of them.
Neville's made a motion to approve all 4, Neville.
No, yeah, all 4.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Any further discussion? All those in favor, Eleanor? Aye. Neville,
Aye.
John,
Aye.
Joe,
Aye.
Tim,
Aye.
Tom.
Aye.
Okay, and I think that's Jesse coming in now. Okay, project manager assignments. We gotta do something with this.
Madam Chair, I gave Glenn a list of projects I'd like to be on.
That's did I have not seen yours, Joe.
So let me go back into the email for Joe.
Hold on a second. Here's hard copies of the last 2 FYs. Halfway through this FY, there you go. We got them both, yeah. Okay, Neville, did you, give me the Neville, I don't think.
No, I have enough people. I have enough of mine. I'll just,
No, this is the, these are the last 2 FYs.
for,
What we voted on last year, what we voted on this year, so we're halfway through this.
oh, I see what.
Here he is. Let the record show that Jesse came in 10:11.
Anyone sitting here?
No.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Bring it into the meeting. Okay, we have everybody with Steve, and Steve's working. And then Jesse, you and I need to have a conversation about.
Can I just-
project. What, Ellen? Not one of these projects.
I mean, we're all working. I know, I'm working.
I'm working on, I just back-to-back meetings today.
Well, most of us go first. I remember Eleanor and Steve. We need to assign stuff.
I'm hearing this out.
Because they want us to review these, and we can't just keep putting them in like we did during the pandemic. It's just not gonna work. I've already had that discussion with the client. Just review we have to review the requisitions, we have to make sure they're within the scope of their original applications, and we have what we voted on, and we have to sign them. So Glenn, I can turn them in our signatures.
I am gonna-
They came in with nobody's signature. Because nobody was going to the office. It was a pandemic, but we gotta stop that. Brian would rather have us sign them, and I don't wanna run down there and sign every single one of them. So you need to have this done. Now, some of these are taken because they're long-standing, like I'm the NHA. Neville, which ones on the current list are you in? I don't know, Tom is Mariah Mitchell.
Madam Chair?
I don't know which ones are still active.
Yeah, isn't there a list?
Go ahead. Some of the ones on this list are already dead.
Right, but would anybody like one of these lists, just so that you can see, this is everything that's in the system,
Yeah, but some of it's
including
not-
the new
not
ones?
Going anymore.
The 2-page thing you sent us.
Right,
You know, yes.
right.
Yeah.
Let me have one of those.
Yeah, I'll take one.
They only had time to print one this morning. I remember to print it. Do you all up there online have that long list as well as the two reports?
Yeah, and Linda, I mean, if you want to read out mine first, and that makes everyone can write down but if anyone wants the position, we can have a discussion.
So, do you know about when you sent me that list? I don't have it here in front of me. I know it was last year sometime, and I'm going through.
All right, Joe, you want to read off what it is you're interested in?
I also have mine,
And yours, yeah.
which I haven't done yet.
All right, Joe, what are you interested in? You're on mute.
We can't hear you, Joe.
Where you're muted.
So Glenn, I sent that to you at 2 o'clock yesterday, number one. Number two, my list of possible, was Linda Loring Trails, Linda Loring
Hold on,
Foundation.
Hold on,
Yesterday was a holiday.
hold on.
Let me see.
Yeah, you always have to copy me, Joe. Linda Loring and who else?
Linda Loring Foundation and Linda Loring Trails.
2 times, okay.
Brian Mitchell Observatory in CPC Historic Resources.
I believe Tom has Mariah Mitchell.
Okay,
He inherited that,
It's not listed, but
yeah.
yeah,
he
in that
inherited
particular 8/32/2021.
Yeah, he's got that.
okay.
what-
And then going on, I had Main Street Survey on the next page
Hold
and
on,
West Monomoy Survey on page 2.
you're working with Holly on those, okay?
Yeah.
Was
And
that it?
then, no, Eleanor and I had discussed maybe teaming up for a St. Mary's structure and rectory. And I didn't know if that was a possibility. If not, if Eleanor wants it, then I'll
Those
find
are-
a couple of this.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so that's Joe and Helen. Okay, anything else?
Thought that was enough, but if not,
Well, we'll see. All right, Eleanor, what did you have
Okay, since I came on in 2020, when did I come in?
2 years ago?
2 years ago, I kind of felt like I should do stuff since I've been on. So Egan, 8/34/2024, Egan Maritime Institute.
Okay,
And then moving into, on the next page, Athenaeum, it says Athenaeum, but they meant Athenaeum Boat Model 8/34/2025. St. Mary's with Joe. And then under CPC Community Housing, I'd be delighted to do the AHTF stuff, 8/32.
which one is that?
There's multiples. There's 2020, 2021, 2021.
Is that the Affordable Housing Trust?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
And then Surfside, and then there's also 2 more lines down, AHTF project, Habitat for Humanity, AHTF project. I just did so much work with them in my old job.
Works for me. I have the Housing Authority.
That's great. So
All right, anything else?
gives me a theme. I think that's plenty.
Okay,
Eleanor, what
Um,
did you say before, St. Mary's? What was the other one?
Athenaeum boat model.
Ah, awesome. Okay.
My husband used to make model boats, so
if that's already done though, let me know.
which one?
When did Athenaeum get?
It's
the-
2025.
It's the one we're in right now.
Correct.
Okay, all right. John, did you have a list?
No preference, just whatever you wanna give me.
All right, and Neville has a bunch of these already. Who
I don't
has
have
the
a bunch,
landmark?
but I'm
house?
satisfied with what I have.
Okay. I
And
just wanna-
Tim did have an interest.
Hmm?
Tim had an interest in some.
Tim, did you want
do you
some?
Remember what?
Yeah, well, yes, I'd like to continue on with the Museum of African American History. I've had that one for quite a few years, and I was wondering if I could take over the Cemetery Commission one.
That was mine, but knock yourself out. And just a word to that, we're working now with Charlie out at the Parks and Rec out at the DPW. He is now head of it, and he's the one that's moving this whole thing forward after it stagnated for 10 years of my time with it.
Yeah,
Work with Charlie out there at the DPW who runs the Parks and Rec, because he is now in charge of the whole cemetery projects.
Mhm.
And they have money sitting there, which is really annoying.
Hmm.
Is there anything else you want in here? Who wants to take over the landmark house?
I thought I heard
That
somebody's,
was Linda.
It was mine. I don't need the landmark house. I mean, if you want the landmark house. Somebody want the landmark house? They're doing construction over there. Would that be you?
That's fine.
Okay, John,
Which one is it? This
first one.
834-20.
Yeah, and they're in here twice, so you've got two projects with them. Okay, now we have the issue of NISDA. That is yours, Neville, right?
Yep. And I'm keeping that.
Okay.
I can, by the way, I see there's another Athenaeum historical paintings. I'd be happy to do that too.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're still going with that, but go ahead.
For my time, but I love restoration.
Yeah, they did, you have no idea what they looked like before and after. They're just phenomenal. I want them to keep going, and they do have more.
Okay.
So you can sort of advocate for them.
3 landmark houses, 4.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with the landmark house.
I do see my name next to 2 Center Street. And I'm happy to continue with that. I don't know too much about it.
That's 2 Center Street doesn't have anything ongoing at the moment,
Mhm.
as far as I know. Who picked up the cemetery again?
Tim
Him.
and Linda, I didn't mean to take it from you.
Oh, you can have it. I got enough going on with the NHA.
I'd do the Unitarian Bell.
Hold on. Is that still going? That was an emergency one for last year.
Yeah, that one is still going. That's one of the ones.
All right, hold on. St. Mary's is Eleanor and Joe.
What's MAAH?
Joe.
That's Museum of African American History.
Okay, who?
That's Tim.
says that?
No, Neville has a.
No.
Tim
So
has
that's
a-
how we're
Tim
in.
has that one.
Almost. Paul Keen, Academy Hill.
Linda Loring, that was Joe.
Yeah.
Okay,
Linda Loring. Wait,
CPC open space. 3.
no, I'm sorry. Neville has Linda Loring. I have one right
Oh,
here.
the line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
do you want to give that up to Joe?
no, I'll keep that.
He just signed off
Still,
on
yeah.
one of the
May-
things here.
The former Park and Rec chair, that I've kind of taken the space over.
Sort of, yeah.
I mean, obviously,
But it's
I've
been
been
so
I fill
long.
the shoes of then,
Hmm.
I
but
don't know what he has.
I was wondering if there was, some of the things that I could help with that. And also being a Park and Rec chair and basically where my background is kind of on open space. And so if there's anything available in that
The
category,
racket, take the racket,
the racket, okay,
take the racket.
that's, it says T Dixon. Right?
Yeah, Tom had that, Tom.
Tom can't.
No, he can't.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can. I'm only kidding.
Mhm. And that's the same for, the platform tennis.
Yeah,
So
Is that,
Yes.
Jesse's gonna do that.
Jesse, yeah,
That's-
they
wait.
changed the name.
so it's racket sports or is it?
It was platform tennis. It's the third one down from the top,
Oh, okay,
83221. And then Nantucket Racket Sports, they changed the name
It's, yeah,
to.
it's Nantucket Racket Sports Association.
okay.
Mhm,
So it's both of those?
Yes.
Or- Okay.
Yeah, and then there's platforms, there's three, right?
Right.
Am I looking?
There's another one,
Platform
if you go
20.
down second from the bottom of open space,
Yeah.
Racket Sports.
no, well, the only reason I'm asking if you wanna give up some of these is because when we were shorthanded, you had 14 things on this list. And some people don't have any.
Well, it may look like a lot, but it's not, because what it is, for instance, let me give an
Well,
example.
the barn is still going.
If you look at community housing, all of those are mine, except for, but they're all Affordable Housing Trust Fund, Interfaith Council. No, the Affordable Housing Trust Fund is not mine, but if you look at the Interfaith Council, you have, Habitat for Humanity. Some of these things, what they are the same projects, multitudes of time. That's why. it looks
Different
like
years.
Different years, that's why it looks like a lot. It's not a lot, it's the same thing.
So Eleanor.
That's why I go through it every year to see what people want to give back. What monies they want to give back, what they want to close out. Which I did, and nobody wants to close anything out.
All right, Eleanor's taking all the Affordable Housing Trust Fund stuff.
There's another Athenaeum one I didn't see, phase 4 paintings on 8/32/2021. Lena,
Looking.
just for continuity.
Yeah, yeah,
It seems like it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
Like Neville's saying,
Yeah.
it's just continuity.
Whatever's
Sure.
going on, we'll have to give everybody lists if there's multiples.
Yeah.
I've got the NHA's gotten back, driving me nuts.
Public access, who's,
That is through the planning office.
Also-
It's the One Big Beach thing.
oh, Stephen. should-
That should probably go to Jesse, because that's over his face.
Oh, yeah,
What's that?
one big beach, are you sure it's one big beach?
Yeah, I worked with them on, it was my project.
Okay.
$124.
Right, well, then they
That's what I'm
also
saying.
have,
Well-
They had one from a while ago.
right, they have one from, fiscal year 23
Yeah, I'm okay with
for
that.
71,000. It's,
I could, what's their,
Well,
it's the
Neville
sixth
has
one
one,
down, so there's two for public access.
the
Madam
other
Chair.
thing that I was, Madam Chair, I don't think it's on the list because it's a new one, is the Lighthouse School.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be next year, no, that, we
Yes,
have,
we
those
haven't
have to be
allocated those
approved.
yet. They have to be voted on at
Yeah.
town meeting.
Oh, okay.
So they're not.
It's
out there yet.
confusing because 2025 fiscal.
As
We
I was
work with
saying
3
that,
years
I was
at a
like, wait,
time.
That's not this.
Yeah.
And
Quarter.
Madam Chair,
Yeah,
did we assign remain?
no, I'm looking at Remain. John, do you want Remain?
Sure.
Anything that has to do with building, we're giving it over to Joe and John. And we have Preservation Institute.
There's
It's on 8/34/2025, remain 58.
Oh, Joe, did you say you were taking the bell?
Yes, he did.
Yes,
I have
Madam
him.
Chair.
Well, I gotta find stuff for Tom. What was left out there when our last select person left?
Tom has Mariah Mitchell. He adopted that from Dawn.
Yeah, but he
Hill.
can't just have Mariah.
There's also
Um,
8/32/2021 with Mariah Mitchell.
We have several with Mariah Mitchell going on.
Yes,
So Tom, you're gonna have to get familiar with all of their grants. Because they're on multi-years now.
It's update building. This says update building.
I'm not exactly sure what that is. See,
Which
this,
one?
this list is generated from Munis. And so whatever they put in on that, on the Munis side, that's what it spits out. That's not what we put in on our side. We always list out exactly what the name of the project is, so. Update building,
2015.
I would have to go through some of the files to see exactly what that is. Yeah,
Which
I
one are you
have to do
talking
some
about?
research on that.
8/30/2015.
Yeah, it says update building.
$30,000.
Oh, yeah, don't give me those numbers, just tell me who it is.
We don't.
It just says update
No, what's the,
building.
what's the
Where is
name of
this?
the thing?
It's
You
from,
know?
What category is it under?
Not that, this.
What category is it under?
it's under historical resources.
Yeah.
Update buildings.
Yeah,
But what
And
project?
where is it?
We don't know. That's my point.
because however they put it into the system on the Munis side, that's what the report spits out, but I can go and look at the history of the warrant articles to find out exactly what it was, because it's for $30,000, and I don't think that they've expended anything,
Whoever they are.
whoever they are.
That's fine.
Can I ask you what are you looking at?
That is
So
probably
it's-
either
it's-
Is
A,
it on this list that I have?
Neville here, look, a CPC, the first page, CPC, and go down
Down
about
to-
3/4 of the way.
Yeah,
under.
8/30/2015,
Let me see.
it just says update building, doesn't say who, what.
It's either gonna be the Macy Warehouse or it's going to be the Hadron House.
Well, Hadron's got its own listing.
Yeah, but it's either one of those two. I hazard a guess. it's
you said
probably Macy.
8:30.
Yes, 8/30/2015, there, I know there's a couple, but just look, it's the first 8/30. Update building.
It's 8 from the bottom of the first page. It says $30,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just don't know who.
Wonder what building, right?
It had to be one of the two of them. But we'll
Could be
figure it out.
anything, could be anything. I mean, there's so many.
No. There's specifically two that
Could be
updated the
coffee
fire
school,
fire
yeah.
prevention system and the handicap.
I mean,
access.
2015, is that? you guys-
I kind of feel like it's the cough has something to do with the coffin school, but I'm looking into some old, very old emails to see if I can find it
You
here.
can figure it out another.
I can get
time.
back to the warrant, too.
Wow.
Who's taking the MPP, the public-private joint thing about the street assessments? Who was that?
That was Joe, right, Joe? How are you?
Yes, he's working with Holly.
Yeah,
Okay.
Madam Chair,
Yeah.
is there anyone taking the NI Common Housing Authority?
I am.
Okay. There was just no name.
Yeah, I've been on it from the very beginning.
That's NHL.
And we're just now going into bid, so we need to use the money. Interfaith Council is Neville.
How about Academy Hill?
Yeah, who's,
Academy Hill's done.
Are they finished?
They moved those, did those windows.
I remember they
Years
did the
ago.
windows,
that what that is?
Those they-
yeah,
Academy Hill had money left over.
right.
Somebody was supposed to have found out whether they were, when they were gonna, if they were gonna pass it back in, because the people that
Or
was
if they're gonna use.
doing that, they've moved on. They're on another project now. They're on some housing. They've moved on from that. I think there's money left over in that.
There's NPT in 2021. Is that mainly Joe's doing that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So Joe, do you want that 8/32/2021 at Nantucket Preservation Trust?
yep,
Trying to consolidate, and I
Yeah.
saw a couple, that's normally Neville, right? That
Yes.
didn't have anybody, but
Yes.
it should probably, like,
It's Neville's, that's Neville's project.
okay. so that's
Sustainable.
Sustainable Nantucket Phase
Yeah.
2.
Right, one of those NPT things was the building survey thing, which I started, that I was in charge of.
Okay,
But if Joe wants to take over the NPT stuff, I'll hand off the building, I get them the buildings is what I did. I got them all the buildings. And
Okay.
we've got, what we're doing right now, Joe, is trying to find out where the scans are. I've got Holly working on that because they're with the Florida guys.
mhm,
yeah,
He didn't tell anybody where they were because the big thing was that they were supposed to be publicly accessible. And we haven't seen any of these things, and the equipment that we bought like 10 years ago is out of date now. Because I've worked with a couple of these guys like Anton doing these surveys of the buildings, the scans.
yeah, yeah,
So what we have to do is somebody's got to get really bulldogish about this and find out where those scans are because we want them back. They've
Yeah.
never put into the public venue, and I've been trying for 2 years to get a response from Florida.
mhm. Oh,
And when
yeah,
Marty left,
right.
nobody knows anything
Yeah.
about anything,
Was
so
that
between you
procured?
and Holly, you gotta
Right.
find it out, Neville.
Okay, I called Mary at Nantucket Preservation Trust.
Mhm,
You should give her a call. She will give you all the information on that. She'll also give you the site to go on so you can see the scans. That's Mary, and she's in charge of Nantucket Preservation.
Well, that is not actually the case because Holly has tried that.
Well, I'm just telling you that I did that, so,
Yeah.
and I did
so
it, so.
We have to figure out what's going
So
on.
it's just between me and Holly. Holly is wrong and I'm right.
Well, Holly works with Mary all the time,
Right,
so I'm gonna leave it up to Joe
Well,
and Holly to work this one out.
that's what I did. That's where I found it.
We don't forget going.
We got this Academy Hill thing.
Tom. I don't think there's anything left, but how much money is left in their account?
12,000.
Who's doing, Linda Laurie? Is that Joe?
No,
That's
that's
Neville's.
Neville.
Neville's, Linda. Lauren.
Oh, Joe wanted.
Oh, wait.
Linda Laurie.
Did you have Linda? I know you had
Joe would ask
sustainable
for Linda.
Nantucket, yeah. Neville has sustainable,
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
Joe, all right,
yeah.
And there's another one on there that I missed, which was A 32/21, which is Linda Loring Trails and Parking.
Okay, so
I might
that's
as well
no
just-
Neville. That's
No,
not-
it wasn't Neville.
No,
that's all Joe.
Yeah.
That was never me.
Oh, he's,
Yeah, he
Okay.
has sustainable.
I'm sorry.
I can't find it though, where is it?
It's
Fourth
the,
down,
first,
and
yep.
then
I got
fourth
that
from the
one.
top. Fourth from the bottom.
Okay.
There's actually three.
Open,
832.
Yeah.
the open space, you got three of them.
yes. One-stop shop.
I see the one up there, where's the other one?
Two,
Lauren, I got that. Oh,
there's
three.
A 32/21, and then he has, A 34/2019, and the very last one under
Got it.
open space.
Who did I give it public access to? I don't need to see that.
Jesse,
That's it.
Are we getting,
$124.
how about Steven?
Expander.
Can we just
There's
assign
one
stuff?
down.
Or
There's more, there's more.
Oh,
on the public access.
71,000. All right, down there further.
Can we
up
just
the page.
assign stuff to Steven?
Yeah, no, that's good.
He's not here.
That's in my wheelhouse.
I'm trying to get somebody
There
to
you
give something up.
I mean,
I've already given up a couple of them. I don't care about-
HCC stuff maybe, I don't know.
No. No, that would be conflict.
Well, then
There's
there's not,
not a town employee, that's the problem.
there's not much left. for him.
You can't sign off as a town employee. Preservation Trust, we said was Joe. Athenaeum, and that is Eleanor. Who got sustainable? Not much there.
Neville.
Yeah, but there's a few of them. There's more than one.
Yeah.
For sustainable
The
Nantucket.
Hose Card House does not exist anymore. We have to get that money out of there.
Okay,
The Hadwin House, I believe that's done. That's done. FCC Old North Vestry. She still has some money left. That was mine, but I'll give it up to somebody who wants the Unitarian Church. Well, she's been working, I've got to stay with it. She's been working with me on a project in there. Housing Authority is me. Landmark House I gave up to
Hey,
John.
yeah,
Restore coffin is not claimed.
That's the thing that just keeps on giving.
2005.
that's all. Like,
And Restore Mitchell's at the,
Who took Egan?
Eleanor,
I did.
The Mitchell House is Tom.
yes.
Update the building. We have to figure that out.
Who did Restore coffin though? What about that?
But I think, the store coffin
is
also,
done. I just don't, we have to figure out what's happening. up
Yeah.
there. It was the.
but that's all Jason, Leonard Finger, and so I think they all fall under, the category for Tom.
Which one?
Ryan Mitchell.
Coffin
Yeah,
and
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Yeah, Hoffman and Mitchell.
Okay, but I don't know what's happening on Coffin, Tom. I think they're done, but you have to check.
She actually just put in a
Finally,
project status report for that amount.
okay. Tom has to deal with it. Sconset Fire is done. Facade Coffin.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be Tom. Nantucket Restoration Branch. What was that?
17.
That was,
If nothing else, you project managers
Lighthouse?
can find out if there's anything going on.
that was Grant Point.
who was previously in charge of it.
Lighthouse?
No, it wasn't Lighthouse. That was, it was,
that was a reseating. Oh, that was that what you're talking about at Brand Point?
No.
No, it was the natural resources
Yeah,
grant
that's what it
point.
was.
It was,
Oh, was it the building where they do the,
It was the building and and the equipment or whatever, the reseeding of the scholarship or whatever.
yes, that's what it
Oh,
was. That's what it was.
oh, I don't know,
Yeah.
if they think they don't know they have, because they've changed the guard over there multiple times.
Okay,
Why don't we give that to Steve? That'd be right up his alley.
okay.
Preservation Institute is back to Joe.
Let's give update building to Steve. Figure out what the building's.
Oh, no, that's the update the building with Nantucket in mind.
Did she say things, the book?
Yes. We've just been sitting there, and we were going to hire somebody. The town has thrown more money at that project, by the way.
What's this?
We're gonna hire somebody. And then I left the chairmanship, and then the person who took over and said she was gonna do it herself. And then that never happened, and they don't, and I've talked to Holly about this multiple times.
Okay,
And that would be something, he'd have to find out if he's got a conflict, but let's give that to Steve.
Which one is it, sorry?
Update building.
8/30/2015.
Because it's just sitting there
Underneath
waiting for
Restore
somebody to
Mitchell.
do something with it.
It seems to make sense.
Yeah, And the town has allocated more money. for it, so-
8/30/2015,
Yes, yes. Give
that's the
that to Steve.
update building one.
the coffin,
No,
No.
update building.
Below coffin, two below coffin. 7 from the bottom. 30,000.
The only one who's paid claimed is
Update
FCC
building.
Old Vestry, Old Mark Vestry.
Linda, what's that to do? Update with building in Nantucket in mind?
Yeah, that's been sitting there all this time, and when, remember that woman took over after I left?
Yeah.
She was gonna do it herself,
Oh, I can't believe it's still there.
so Holly's been sitting there waiting for that one. Which one did you say wasn't taken?
FCC.
I'm taking it mine, I've been dealing with that all along.
And then since
All right, second page.
Stephen doesn't have much, maybe should I give him Habitat for Humanity? I can. No, you can take that.
And then the facade.
Hold on, hold on.
who's Holly?
She's our town's preservation. Paid by the town.
Holly Backus.
Which one are you saying? Steve?
Habitat for Humanity, Steve can take that.
Where is that?
It's on CBC Community Housing
Second page?
Yeah,
Oh, Amazon, wait a
from
minute.
2019.
Habitat for Steve,
Yeah, just that way. That's probably a good one for him.
okay.
I'll just stick with the HTM.
Affordable Housing Trust is you.
Yeah, we've done everything here. The
Yeah.
only one that's unclaimed is Restore Hadley, but apparently that's done.
Check the one in Surfside, Affordable Housing Trust in Surfside. Go over that one pretty thoroughly. I'm not gonna tell you why, but just go over it. Yeah, go over it, because they need to return that money because it didn't happen. So check with this stuff.
You think it's like.
American Legion Phase 3, I believe, Neville, that's done now. It's great.
No, they still have that money, 2,000.
Yeah. we need to do-
260, and they were given permission by by us, to keep that money. They're gonna use it to fix the walkway.
No, we didn't.
Yes, CPC, they wrote a letter to CPC, that was done quite a while ago.
yeah, it was.
They wrote a letter to CPC and we brought it up for a vote. And it was voted, it fell within the scope of what they were doing. So they still have the money, just haven't done that yet. So yes,
Not arguing that. Hakeem Academy Hill, I don't know what's happening. I think they need to give that money back.
yes, they do.
Yeah.
Who's the
done.
project manager?
That's what I was saying, they're done with that because the people that was in charge of that, Hakeem, who was in charge of that,
Mhm.
they are here on Nantucket working somewhere else now. So I was actually wondering who you would go to get that money back. If you go to Hakeem.
The town has connections. You want to take that on?
Yeah,
Okay, that's John.
yeah,
The town knows who they are because the town owns the property. They're under a long-term lease.
Okay.
MAAH Restore Various.
That's Museum of African American History, Tim.
What is that?
Museum of African American History.
MAAH.
This is, everything's claimed now. This, I have a complete sheet.
And Athenaeum is you. Long Barn, that's still going someday. Tim is 2 Center Street. Tim, circle back on 2 Center Street, find out if there's anything going on up there. They still have 17,500.
Right,
And I believe their last one was for the getting rid of the lead paint in the front, and I saw them do that project.
Mhm.
So they need to give that money back. But you know the person to
Well-
call?
It's
Tim?
Jane Caracula.
No, it's not.
She's
It's
not
now-
there anymore?
It is now Mary Ann Stanton,
Oh,
and I have her cell number if you need it.
What
We
is
just
it?
had to call her about something else at the
Okay.
building
I'm
department.
Is it
sorry.
next to Congdon and Coleman? Is the first one on the?
It's Methodist Church.
Yeah,
But that's even side? Oh, yeah, it is even side.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, if Tim, you need Mary Ann's cell phone number, I can give it to you. Landmark House,
Thank you.
is John. Okay. Main Street Survey, that would be Joe. West My Comet Survey, is that,
Monomoy.
Monomoy, is that Joe
that's
still?
also Joe.
Okay, Anthony is Eleanor, Unitarian Bell is Joe. St. Mary's is the two of you. Remain, did we give that to Steve, Remain Main Street?
John.
John,
John,
you want to give it to Steve?
yeah, let's give that to Steve instead. Cause he was all up for it when it came in. Okay, so Steve is taking Remain,
But is that not gonna be an issue HTC wise?
no. I think he's okay with it, but if it is, he'll let us know, we'll have to fix it. Who took the cemetery?
Tim.
Okay. I think that's all that's on.
Yeah, everything else is. Oh,
Be nice if somebody would give one up, and give up a couple.
So Steve has Habitat, did you catch that?
yes,
I think there's Habitat, yeah. This is anything left out here. Hospital thrift shop,
that's Neville.
That's me.
you wanna give that to Steve? So
No,
you guys want?
I'm keeping that. I have 24 projects. Those are my projects. Been going for a while. I work very closely with them. You know, as we all should be doing, whatever money is left over, try to get it back. Or, you know, each fiscal year as it comes up, meeting, try to get the money back. Yes. You know,
Theoretically, we're supposed to split them all up, evenly, but that's not.
What about giving Steve? Jesse had said he'd do it, but the public access stuff, he's in the building, he can.
And that leaves me with just one thing.
No.
Oh, really? You have all the racket sports?
Yeah, that's it, the racket sports.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That's why I'm trying to split these up a little more evenly than we have.
Well, it's his first year.
You know, also, Linda, it seems like time is difficult for him. It might,
So,
Steve?
Steve? Yeah.
There'll be some new projects coming up after town meeting, so,
we do have, we have some that we've never funded
right.
coming up July.
Mhm.
So Steve might be able to,
Some of them like NHA.
You'll
stuff
be able
are
to
just
get a lot,
going.
you'll be able to get a lot of those.
Yeah, there's
Those
any,
are- those
there's
are-
new
yeah,
stuff
some new
coming.
ones.
Right, like the
Finally.
Lighthouse School is a new one.
Lighthouse School, give that to,
Yeah.
oh, Jesse wants that one. Jesse, you'll get the Lighthouse.
I mean,
School.
it's,
That makes more sense for you to take the Lighthouse School.
yeah, I know it.
And
You
then.
got the Lighthouse School coming up, you got up on top of Main Street coming up. You got quite a few that's coming up.
Well, somebody already has Remain in this group. Right, we got
Right.
Steve, so Steve will get Remain back.
Yeah, John had it.
And then, we have some other ones coming in.
I'm just saying there'll be some opportunities for Steve.
And for you, Jesse, you'll pick that one up and.
Yeah,
And,
that's, I mean, that's good.
Joe, you'll get another Linda
These
Loring.
two are in
and
my
that.
wheelhouse, so it's,
Yeah, I know.
Do you have the list of what's, I don't have my computer with me. Do you have
Yeah.
a list of what's coming up on July 1?
Let me pull it up.
What we just approved.
So this will be for fiscal year 26.
Yeah.
So we have St. Paul's Church,
That's right.
Housing Authority, Mariah Mitchell,
Tom,
Landmark House,
Joan,
Remain.
Steve.
NHA, there's two, one for Fair Street and one for Greater Light.
Yeah, I know, I'm never gonna get away from the NHA.
The town clerk, you
Hey.
originally had that one, yeah,
Because I'm familiar with Browns River and they're the ones that are
Right.
doing both the town clerk and the assessor's office.
okay. And then, Interfaith Council, Neville had Affordable Housing Trust Fund, that's the bond. Lighthouse School and Racket Sports Association,
Jesse,
yes.
and that is all we have. We had the 13 projects.
no, the authority's back in there again.
Yes, my comment village, yeah.
Okay, everybody comfortable? We'll try to put this back together.
Does it work better for you, Linda, if I just update this list and send it to everyone? Does that work
Yeah,
for
we'll double
everyone?
check it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that'll work.
And we'll take off the hose cart. Stuff that Hadwin House, that's the tiny stuff that we know is done, we'll put that on a different list, Glenna, and we'll close them out.
Okay,
Because Brian said he can just close them out.
right.
So what
We don't
happens?
have to go back to them.
Brian said you can just close that
Well,
out.
Yeah, how does that
Yeah.
work?
Historically, what we've done is,
Done
with the
the
old
letter.
projects, as long as they, well, when they, once it's voted on and approved, they have 2 years to start the project.
No, it's done. They've already done it.
Right, but
She's
then,
explaining the process.
so they have 2 years to start the project, and then they could take forever in the day to complete it.
Yeah.
So the money has been sitting there. We don't know if they're going to use it. It has to be within the scope of the original application. But I don't know that it would be the right thing to just take it from them and they say, well, wait a minute, we wanted to do this.
Well, $125, whatever.
No, I
But
know,
I'll check back with a Hadwin, because I know that's done. That was my project, and I'll check back with the hose cart house and the fire thing have been done for years. But I'll see
Right.
if those guys, Snook, I'll call Snooki.
Snooki
find
and
out
see if there's
Snooki,
anything else that
anything
they
else
wanna
wanna
do.
with it.
Right.
They may need a new roof by now. who
Right.
knows?
Where is it? I know, that's the funny thing, like, you started a restoration like 2005 and, oh geez, 15 years has gone by.
Right.
Look, it needs to be restored again. Let's use that original money.
so as long
I'm
as it's
pretty
within
sure
the
that hose
scope.
cart house is done.
No, I
I'm gonna
remember
check
we
that.
were out there.
Yeah.
Is that Wisconsin?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And the fire thing is Wisconsin.
And with the old funding, if they want to use it and it's not within the scope, then they need to present a letter and then come in.
Yeah,
and
like
just
Jason
kind of-
did that.
Right,
Yeah.
There are some in here, particularly in some of the things that you have, Eleanor, you gotta hunt those down.
I'm gonna meet with you, set up time to meet with you.
Okay.
And have a better understanding.
okay, sure.
Now, what you should do, they don't need the whole thing. You and I will have to sit down and split up these applications. All they need is the dissertation as to what they ask, their scope of work.
Right,
They don't need the whole 100 pages and their 1099s and their board people and all this other crap. What you do need is their explanation of the project, because that's the only way you're gonna tell is if it's within the scope of the project.
And who the contact is.
right.
Yeah.
But all that information is in the app, oh, well, it's in the new applications for the new people.
What about the old ones?
But the old ones, right,
Yeah,
we'd have to get those.
we gotta
figured.
get you the scope
Yeah.
of work,
There's
for all of these things
Yeah.
you guys have taken up.
2023.
Because then you know exactly what's
There's a-
happening.
Yeah,
2019, I got one.
I mean,
And then the packets that we got from the new stuff.
right.
We just give those back to you or?
No, no,
recycle
they're
them?
yours.
You
I have
can
mine.
recycle them.
I have like 3 shelves. and I
No,
won't-
that's fine.
I would delete the dissertation page,
Okay.
you
On
can get rid of
the-
the rest of it,
Yeah,
but I would shred it because there's financial information in there from
Right.
each
Yeah.
thing, so we shred them. I rip them this. I
Yeah,
don't have a
shred 'em.
shredder, So I rip them up.
Yeah.
At home, but I would keep just the explanation page, so next year you have that as to what they asked for this year, that kind of stuff.
Mhm,
yeah, that's good. I'll put it on a 3-ring binder.
yeah.
Just keep it in a folder somewhere. Okay, anything else anybody wants on this stuff?
Nope.
Cool.
Motion to adjourn.
All right, Eleanor's made a motion to adjourn.
Second,
All those in favor, Joe,
Aye.
Tom,
Aye.
Tim,
aye.
Neville,
Aye.
Jesse,
Aye.
Eleanor?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
I'm an aye. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
10:50.
10:50.
10:50.